I can tell you certain things about Alan Greenspan. But first I'll make a confession. I have studied enough economics to get by and to convince me to be a libertarian. When that was done, that was the end of my study of economics. I haven't the faintest understanding of what Alan Greenspan is doing. But I do know Alan Greenspan very well. He has not changed his original ideas. He is a very honorable, very decent man. Whatever it is that he's doing, he believes he is helping to create more freedom. I don't know if he is succeeding or he's failing. But I know that was his purpose in going into government. He didn't want to go into government. He felt he'd been given an opportunity to possibly make a difference that he simply couldn't say no to. He is a very good man, and his ideas have not changed.
Good morning, Mr. Greenspan. I understand that you did not take my friendly advice last fall. I thought maybe you should look for other employment, but I see you kept your job. I'm pleased that you're back, though, because at least you remember the days of sound money, and you have some respect for it, and even though you do describe it as nostalgia, still you do remember the days of sound money. So I'm pleased to have you here. And of course, my concern for your welfare is that you might have to withstand some pummeling this coming year or two when the correction comes because of all the inflation that we have undergone here in the last several years. And for 3 years, you've never been once in the target range. You know, if I set my targets and I perform like that as a physician, my patient would die. I mean, this would be big trouble in medicine, but here it doesn't seem to bother anybody. And if you extrapolate and looked at the targets set in 1997 and carried that set of targets all the way out, you only missed M3 by $690 billion. I mean, just a small amount of extra money that came into circulation, but I think it's harmful. I know Wall Street likes it, and the economy likes it when the bubble's getting bigger, but my concern is what's going to happen when this bursts.
Our problem is not that we do not believe in sound money. We do. We very much believe that if you have a debased currency, that you will have a debased economy. The difficulty is in defining what part of our liquidity structure is truly money. We've had trouble ferreting out proxies for that for a number of years, and the standard we employ is whether it gives us a good forward indicator of the direction of finance and the economy. Regrettably, none of those which we've been able to develop, including MZM, has not done that. That does not mean that we think that money is irrelevant. It means that we think our measures of money have been inadequate. And as a consequence of that, we, as I've mentioned previously, have downgraded the use of the monetary aggregates for monetary policy purposes until we are able to find a more stable proxy for what we believe is the underlying money in the economy.
So it's hard to manage something you can't define.
It is not possible to manage something you can't define.
The United States can pay any debt it has because we can always print money to do that. So there is zero probability of default.
I have to say, though, you know, this is an incredible thing for me. You know, I'm just a punk, you know, and yet here I am, you know, I can't believe I'm speaking in a room. I'm standing in a room here with the most powerful man in the country, Alan Greenspan, you know, and it's a little amazing to me. It's a little, you know. Of course, that's the big story in here in Washington is the recent marriage between NBC's Andrea Mitchell and Alan Greenspan, who is 71 years old. And this is sweet, you know, I didn't know this. They wrote their own vows, you know. She promised to love, honor, and speak into his good ear. So that was it's kind of sweet, you know. newlyweds are going to spend their honeymoon in Mexico, and I thought this was sweet. As a gift to his new bride, Alan Greenspan just devalued the peso so that that'll be nice. So anyways, a little bit more of my coffee. Anyways. You know, it just occurred to me, Mr. President, you are now handicapped, and you're the President of the United States. You must have an unbelievable parking spot, you know? That's...
The Apple IIc and money.
People in high places are always asking me, Alan, where does the money go? If you wonder the same thing, I suggest an Apple IIc, an Apple modem. Then you can call up your bank and see how much money you have. You can even pay off your bills automatically. If you have any money left over, congratulations. You're doing better than the government is.